What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of FM16 and the Welling United save. So, we are now 11 games into the season and things are looking alright. We're 11 games in and we have just lost to Weldstone, but we've had a decent start. We've not set the world on fire, but we've not been terrible. You know, we're kind of, the new signings are finding their feet a bit now, and we're starting to gel as a squad and play some decent football, and it is slowly starting to click into place very nicely. So talking about gelling as a squad, we've made a few more transfers. You saw quite a lot of them. These two guys, Christian Smith has both joined and left all at once, which is pretty funny. He's come and gone all at once. But like I say, there is stats. He was nothing special. He was relatively decent, but he wasn't nothing special. We've also brought in a few more players. Montel Adjumang has been absolutely amazing for us since coming in. He joined us and scored literally straight away, and he's got 5 in 7. And he's just been absolutely superb. Former Leyton Orient trainee, but he's been brilliant for me. He has really lifted the midfield. I can't stress how good he's been. Jack Parkinson, he's come in. He is actually a former Welling United player back in the day. He's back now, so he's sort of covering. He can cover in defensive midfield, or central midfield. So, he gives us that little bit of extra cover through the middle spot, through the spine of the team, basically. But, how much he'll be involved, I'm not sure. Jake Robinson, former Whitehawk striker, got 32 in 100 for them, but he was very prolific at Shrewsbury. Well, he seemed more prolific than he was, to be fair. It seemed like he was always scoring, but when you look back at the stats, like we did then, he only got 12 goals in however many appearances it was. So he wasn't as prolific as, your mind sort of makes you think he was. Luke Graham's come in. He was released by Brackley, who got relegated last season. You can see there from the Varnarama North. So he's got a bit of previous at this level. He knows the level well, basically. This level of football quite well. So he could prove to be a very valuable signing. Andy Brown, very prolific for Nuneaton Borough / Town plus Telford and Solihull Moors. He's come here. He's not massive. He's also been at Hinckley as well. So he's not. I don't think he's going to be as prolific, but I thought I'd give him a go. See how he does. Cedric Kipri, he is a former Leicester trainee. And he's come in. He's going to be one probably for the future more than anything. He's just there to give us that extra option at the back if needs be, with injuries, suspensions, match fitness and all that sort of stuff kicks in. Harry Wise, the former QPR trainee, he's also coming on a free. They expect big things from him, so hopefully going forwards we may possibly be able to to do something with him. He may go on to do well. It's in his hands, really, to be honest. Toby Mullicky, he's coming from Alfreton Town, former Crew trainee. Really pleased to get him. He normally does fairly well at this level in Football Manager, so I'm hoping that he will do all right. Like I say, he left Crew. He made 29 substitute appearances last season as they got relegated from League One. Went to Alfreton, and then I was like, I want him. Had a word with my director of football, and he went after him and got him. And lastly, we brought in Matt Robinson on loan from Luton. I think, is he on loan for Luton? Yeah, he is Luton. Why does it say Kid? Oh, I bet he had a loan spell at Kidderminster, didn't he? Let's see. But yeah, he's come in, and I've had him on a Football Manager game on loan before, and I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, we've had him for Luton. He's got a good playing career, to be fair. As far as outgoings go, there's nothing major there. In terms of games, today's is going to be Chesham in the FA Cup second qualifier round. On the opening day, you saw us draw 1-0 with Hampton and Richmond. We followed it up with a disappointing 3-1 defeat, but we did have Joe sent off. Joe Tennant, I can't remember his name then, sent off. We were all over them in that, to be fair. We just, once the sending off happened, that was it. It was game over. Stockwell got the goal in a 1-1 draw with Dorchester before Oxford City smashed us 5-1. Adjumang scoring on his debut in that match, but it couldn't prevent us from slipping to a 5-1 defeat. But they were top of the league. They won the opening games at 6-1, the second game like 4-1, third game 5-1, then our game 5-1. But we bounced back. Montel Agumang with 2 goals against St Albans to get us our first win of the season. We then beat Ebbsfleet by 2-1. Danny Kedwell, the former Welling player, Agumang and Stockwell on the score sheet there. A 2-2 draw with Maidstone followed. Stockwell and Montgomery with the goals in that one. We drew 0-0 with Margate, in which was a pretty dull affair. We beat 4-3 Eastbourne. We beat Eastbourne by 4-3. It was a pretty decent game. This was one of the goals, if I remember rightly, was a bit of a worldie. If I remember rightly, this will test us now. Oh man, I've got so itchy eye today. Really itchy eye. It's driving me mad. You know, you get that itch right in the corner at the inside of your eye. And you want to scratch it, but like you keep rubbing it, and then it makes your eye sting. But this was the one I was talking about. I think Overfemi. Watch Adjuman bang straight into the top corner. Absolute boss of a goal. Superb from Adjuman. No messing around. That was his 5th of the season. That's the last of his 5 goals that he scored so far. And it was an absolute beauty. Just trying to think if there was anybody else who scored a good goal in that, but there wasn't. We beat Gosport by 2-1. Monty with both goals in that one. He's been fantastic for me this season, as he was last season. And then last time out, we lost 1-0 to Weldstone in a bit of a disappointing outing all round, to be honest. Look at that. I mean, we were in control for large periods of that game, and unfortunately, we just couldn't recover from going 1 goal down in the first 10 minutes. It was a bit of a kick in the ass, but it's not the end of the world, to say the least. Okay, so as far as the league's concerned, like I say, we're 11th in the league with 16 points, just 3 points off the playoffs. So we're not doing too badly at the moment. Let's have a little think. Maidstone, who we drew with earlier on, they're doing okay. Weldstone are doing all right as well. At the beginning of the season, we were expected or tipped to finish 6th in the league. Ebbsfleet, obviously the favourites, right up the top. Dorchester 200-1 to go up. So they're probably more likely to be struggling than to be going anywhere. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Hemel Hempstead. Wow, there. I'm surprised. No disrespect to Hemel Hempstead, but they're quite high up. And Dulwich and Hamlet are quite low down, but they're doing really well. In terms of our finances, we're 217 in the red at the minute, so he's not looking great, but maybe going forwards we might be able to pull it around. Stockwell's unhappy, he wants to move on. We're going to have to probably look at moving him on, because more than ever this season, FM, I mean, look at that, 15 goals last season, 4 so far this season. He's been an absolute fantastic human being for me. He really has been a great player. But yeah, more so this season than any other season, I've noticed, of FM. The player happiness, morality, so key. Forever coming to me saying such and such is unhappy, the rest of the team are feeling it, and all this, that, and the other, and having meetings and stuff, just because one player wants to move, and the effect of that one player on the rest of the squad is just detrimental, to be honest with you. I do like this, how it comes up. I'm sure I've mentioned it before, but how it gives you advice on what tactics to put up against each team. Muggeridge, I said, oh, he wasn't happy with that. I appreciate your understanding. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. He's been brilliant. I said on the opening video, for those of you who watched it, you probably remember me saying, for me, I'm going to call it now, he's going to be our player of the season. He's been absolutely fantastic for us. Superb. We'll give Jake Robinson a run out today. No. Okay. And Jernaid Mead, he would probably benefit more than anybody if Stockwell did move on, because he would be my next in line to come in. He would get the opportunity to come in and maybe show us that we don't need Stockwell on the right of the on the right or the left of the inside forward positions. Chambo off to Eastbourne by the looks of things. Tried to bring him back, but he's not interested in the slightest. He's like, no, Potter, no. He's just not interested. He doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to play for us anymore. He's a mean man. I mean, I know I got a bit peed off with him for getting sent off for like 3 or 4 matches in a row or whatever it was. But, you know, my hard line with him paid off, because he never got another booking after that. Never got a booking, never got sent off. Nothing. Just came in, did his job, did it well, got on the score sheet once or twice, and played really well towards the end of the season. He's one of the few players to do well towards the end of last season in that disastrous cesspit of a season. But yeah, he was all right. I was pretty impressed with him, taking on board what I'd said and dealing with it at the end of the day. Pretty cool. So guys, let's get interactive. Okay, a little bit of a clap there for you to G you up a bit. In the comments down below, let me know, please. I'm asking nicely, please, because I don't get many comments on my videos. I do from like the same people, and those people I'm really, really grateful for. It's really great to hear from them every time. I just want to hear from more people. You know, have you got FM16? If you have, how are you finding it? Were you shocked that I got relegated? I've had a few tweets off people saying, I can't believe FMU's got relegated. Things like that, which is pretty funny. But I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed taking a step backwards to come forwards far more than what I would have if I'd have come in, won the league, and been in League 2 now, and be, say, in the playoff areas of League 2. I'm enjoying the struggle that has come with this, which is very often the way when you come into a new game. It's at the beginning, it's very often a struggle. You're trying to find your feet a little bit with it. What's going on there? I thought they were going to have a sending off them straight from the kickoff. That'd have been cray. Away from home, we struggle to score, and I'm going to call. I reckon we're going to end up replay for this. I honestly do. I could see us ending up going to a replay. I can't see us. We'll create chances, we're just not scoring chances. That's the trouble. We're not getting enough on target, which is a real pain in the ass. I really want to try and get Danny Kedwell to come back to the club from Ebbsfleet, but that's never going to happen. Maybe if his contract runs out at the end of the season, maybe we might be able to pick him up on a free at the end. But that would depend. Oh, they're at the post. Oh, good save. Good save, Flitney. God, that was a let-off. That was a big let-off. Come on. yeah, you know, we'd need to get promoted for definite, for us to even stand a chance of. Oh, go on! Oh, so close. Both teams have hit the woodwork now in the opening half. Very even game. 8 shots apiece. They've had 5 on target. We've had 3. Very even game. I don't like it. I'm joking. I'm only joking. I don't know. Has this got 0-0 written all over it? I kind of feel like it has. It's either got 0-0 written all over it, or Cheshire to nick it in the 96th minute. You know, 6 minutes injury time. There's me going, oh, this is the end of game highlight, then bang, goal. We're out. Oh, just to say that they score. Oh, Nathan Modest offside. Wow, 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 wow. Let's go attacking. Let's throw the kitchen sink at them, boys. But yeah, so like I say, guys, let me know in the comments below what you're thinking of FM16 so far. I'm really pleased with it. I'm impressed with the beta this year because the match engine is far more in an advanced stage than what it normally is when the beta comes out. Obviously, there's still the problems. There's going to be problems all over the shop as far as the game's concerned at this stage. That's what betas are for. But, you know, I was shocked at how decent the match engine was straight from the off compared to previous years. I mean, like every cross turned into a goal last year, I think it was, and pretty similar the year before. And the formations that you had to use to do decent on the beta a couple of years back were ridiculous. Like you had to play with nobody wide, and go on, Ajimang, goal! Montel Ajimang, what a absolute legend that boy is. He absolutely... Sorry if I may have redlined that then. I apologise if you're now deaf. You can't hear me, but I am very sorry about it. But what an absolute beauty he is. Jefford, Ajimang, Avit. Still a bit juddery on the highlights. Still working those kinks out, but he's getting a lot better. You know, a lot better. We're getting there. It's only while I'm recording. If I'm not recording, I play 3D to my, you know, till my face falls off. It's fine. Okay, parky. Let's see if we can hang on to this now. Tony Capaldi, Jesus, blast from the past. Long, Josephs, Capaldi. This has got 1-1 all over it. Oh, what? Luke Beasley. You little swine. I'm not sure quite what happened there. Have a look. Come on, don't. Ball, mod. Oh, dear. I'll be glad when I sort that out. I've got a feeling now. I've narrowed it down. I think I've got a feeling. I'm pretty confident it is the rendering settings on the game. I've got the rendering settings like a ridiculously high, so I may drop those down and see what happens. But we're getting there. It's looking a lot better. Oh no way! Oh, thank God for that. Jesus, I was just about to rage quit. I was just about to chuck my teddy out the pram and storm off. But we're all right. We're hanging on in there. It has been we've had more of the play, more of the chances. They've shaded it on shots on target. It's just been a very even game. May have shaded it slightly, but I think a draw would be fair. Go on! Oh, Monty, so close. Go on. Boo. Here's Godden. Jeff Ward. Vidal. Well, that died out into a crap fest of nothing, didn't it? Let's be honest. How very droll. This will be the end of match highlight now. Go on, let's nick it. Go on. Oh, you fricker, that were close. Well, we're going to a replay. We're going to a replay. Well, I don't think we played that badly. I think it was a very even game. We should have won it. To be fair, we should have. We should be winning those games. Tom Phipp. Oh, Tom Phipp. We have some good memories of this man for AFC Hinckley and Hinckley United, save fans from previous years. That boy, he did us proud. Oh, I'd love to sign him, but I can't afford him. Can't afford anybody, to be fair. Cannot afford a single sausage. But guys, we're gonna call it here. I'm thinking the next episode, unless something major comes up in between, like a really cool cup game or something, the next episode is going to probably be Hampton and Richmond, because that was the first team we played in this league. So it'd be interesting to see the improvements or lack of improvements, depending on how you look at it, come that match from the opening match. And it could be interesting to have a little look at that and see, like I say, what if we've come on leaps and bounds or if we're, plodding along nicely. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Remember to drop me some comments down below. Would really love to hear from you. Continue to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.